Hello and welcome back to my third video on unit reviews. They're more like unit reviews on how to counter them, but I mean it's still a review anyway. I will be doing a Netherlands beginning guide soon, but today we will be going over Commandos. I guess specifically allied ones. I will be going over Axis ones later, but we're going to be doing allied ones first. Now the difference between their average damage and damage when attacking is not only is it a 7.7 to 12.0 average damage and when attacking, but the average damage overall is just 7.7, and if they're attacking, it's boosted to 12.0. They are pretty good against unarmored and light armor, along with heavy armor, with decent defense against all three, 5.0, 6.0, 4.0 in that order. And they do have 50% strength bonus in both mountains and forests, with minus 50% speed in mountains. Now, in the Call of War unit wiki description area, the Allied Commandos did get, and still do, have a attack buff on things. It was first given to the Axis Commandos, but then they switched it over to the Allied ones. So the best ways to first spot these is armored cars and interceptors. For example, since these are level 2, you would want level 2 or higher to be able to spot them, since the Commandos are a stealth unit. After spotting them, the best way to effectively counter them, as from what we've seen with the damages that they can do, is I would say the best way to counter them would be using medium and heavy tanks, along with rocket artillery, both rocket and SP rocket artillery, along with tactical bombers. Those would be the best ways to fight against them. Now that's if you spot them. If you don't know, if you can't spot them, well then obviously it's going to be harder to do. But if you're able to spot them, tactical bombers, rocket artillery, both self-propelled and basic, along with medium and heavy tanks, that's going to be the best way to counter them, since their defense against heavy tanks is about only 4.0, and defense against aircraft is 1.2. Now that's if they're like mostly by themselves. If they're in stacks, that's going to be a lot harder, which is where rocket artillery is most definitely going to become useful, along with tactical bombers. Those are most definitely going to become very useful to the effort of trying to knock them out. Overall, I mean, that really goes for like any country if you're going against Commandos, but more specifically allied ones, since they have a damage buff. You can use armored cars, and yeah, you can use armored cars. The problem with that is that since armored cars is a light armored unit, they are going to get hit pretty badly, as the attack against light armor is 12.0. That's if they're attacking. If you want to use like light armor and whatnot, it's better when you are attacking and they're defending. Overall, that's like what I would mention trying to fight them. Again, Commandos are overall pretty hard to spot and use. They're also one of the least used units I've seen overall. With I think the first one being paratroopers, which I will also be going over in the future. That is it for today. Thank you. Subscribe, like, helps my new channel. And have a good day.